Saturday morning, November 25th, 2023. Best baseball player, 1922. The last 3 years, 1919, 1920, and 1921, Babe Ruth was the best baseball player. According to stats, according to categories, he won. 1922, he didn't win the best baseball player that year. Hornsby comes on the scene and wins 5 out of the 13 categories for 1922. What happened to the Babe? He was on a roll. He had 3 in a row. Let's look what happened in 1922. He played 110 games. That means he missed 44 games. What happened? Carousing around too much, eating too much, partying too much, and not taking the game seriously. And squabbling with his manager and ownership and getting suspended. It was a crazy year for the Babe. He's 27 years old. He gets 400 at-bats in 110 games, but only hits 35 homers. That's down from 59 the year before. And the year before that was 54 homers. So he's on a 50 home run pace if he plays a full season. But for 1922, he only hits 35 homers. Why? Because 110 games and just messing up. Not really. If he really cared for the game, he would have taken care of himself. Wouldn't have partied all night. There's a lot of stories. I read his biography. We don't know the full extent of everything that happened that year. But it was a down year for the Babe, according to his standards. 35 homers, 96 RBI. Bats .315. See, the year before he batted .378. So Babe Ruth messed up 1922. Otherwise, he would have won it. So we're going to have to go back and look at Hornsby. What did he do to win 1922? He had 250 hits. So he wins most hits. He didn't win the batting title. George Sisler won that. But Hornsby won the home runs. He won runs scored 141, slugging 722, and most total bases 450. So Hornsby had 42 home runs, 152 RBIs, 250 hits, and he bats .401 in 1922 and has the most total bases, 378. No, 450. Excuse me. 450 total bases. Well, what did he do? He played 154 games. See, that was different than the Babe Ruth playing 110. 141 runs scored. What a year. Hornsby, 1922, wins 5 categories, and that was the most among all the National and American League players combined. What a year. Bats .401, 250 hits, 42 home runs. Didn't win the RBIs. He had 152 RBIs, but you know what happened? Ken Williams had 155. But Hornsby had the most runs scored, 141. Highest slugging, 722. How about that? And the most total bases, 450. Stellar year, Hornsby. You know he has a .358 career batting average, which is second all time. Played 2,259 games and had 2,930 career hits. 70 hits shy of 3,000. Played until he was 41. But you know what happened? 1930. He's 34 years old. Only played 42 games. So he missed out on that year. 1933. Let's see. 1930 plays 42 games. 1932, only 19. And 1933, 57. See, he's 35, 36, and 37. And he plays in a 3-year period. It's about 150 games. See, he's not playing a full season. 1934 played 24 games. 1935, 10 games. 1936, 2 games. And 1937, 20 games. Roger Hornsby, toward the end of his career, didn't play as much. And he comes up 70 hits shy of 3,000. But he does maintain a .358 career batting average and over 8,173 hits, 73 plate appearances, or at-bats. 8,000 at-bats, .358 career batting average. Incredible. Number 2 all time as far as hitting. He could have been up in the 3,600 hit club if he had played those last 5 years more games. Starting with age 34 up through age 41, it's a 6-year period. He doesn't play that much. I wonder why. I wonder what happened. I know he's managing. If I was Hornsby, I would have gone for the 70 extra hits to get to 3,000. Anyways, we're going to give 1922 to Roger Hornsby. 250 hits. That's something Babe didn't do. Babe Ruth never had that many hits. I think his high was 205. So Hornsby, a hitting machine. Next video, 1923. Thanks for watching. I'm out.